You should at least like clean the glasses a little bit. Like,
I just found them.
yeah, well, they're mine.
Bam,
So
bam.
thanks.
Mika owns the intro.
Well, then you should clean them if they're your glasses. You should clean
Do
them.
you know what these are?
What?
These are the Snapchat glasses.
Oh.
The ones that you can like turn on for 15 seconds at a time or 10 seconds.
How do they look? I feel like, as far as we're going for men's fashion, because they're round and because my head is so round, it's not good. I should get more angular glasses.
I'm flirting already with the audience.
What do you guys think about Mika's flirting with the audience? What do you think about these glasses? Leave a comment down below. And you guys know what to do. We haven't started yet, and I'm already like, feed the narcissism, baby.
Seize
Hit that
the day.
like button. Video's over.
Done.
Video's over. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming in. And hey, what's up, everyone? It's itsalexsigrist, and I'm here back for another Sunday edition to be talking about life and happiness and culture and all the fun stuff that we do here. And I'm here with a couple of good friends. Let's go ahead and say hello, starting from my Cedric.
My name is Cedric Skycedi.
안녕, 마쿠야입니다. 반갑습니다.
What's up,
I'm
Mark?
Makuyaah.
Is that?
It's my greeting, man. I do it every time.
Okay,
Watch
good.
the videos.
Also,
And you?
I'm just Mika.
Nay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nothing
You
else,
like
just
hugged
Mika.
the freaking intro, and now that you're here, it's like, hey, what's up, guys? Just Mika. Like,
I guess people should start to recognize me on your channel.
I hope so. You've been on it a couple times.
I'm already
Probably
co-running
surpassed
it.
me.
Basically,
Yeah,
he's like, because
Yeah.
he's just been here like every time.
I'm co-running it now, and the future plan is just to take a
dominate.
hostile takeover. It will be Mika uncut.
That's not a wise business decision just to blurt that out.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
the only
Mika.
reason why I'm here.
Focus
Take over.
on this side of the table.
No,
for
we're
a
gonna
little
take
bit.
it over too. Like we've been talking about it for a while. So.
Whoa,
Sorry.
lots of you have like
Alliance?
okay. Quick one.
No! Stop this! This is dangerous. Happy Sunday evening, all you people in Seoul, or all you people in America who woke up late and didn't watch it till this evening. Thanks for joining us. And for those who are watching it later at a different time, what we usually do is choose a topic beforehand, but I decided because we got to get home so he can finish working on a music video and I can finish editing some stuff and you guys can sleep.
Yeah.
We have a show tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, we do.
And we're filming on a Thursday. We got a show tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And
Radio show TBS EFM. Check it out.
you know what all of us actually do? We've all been on the same show.
Radio. Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe, crossing fingers.
From next week.
But well, from the previous week, right? This is coming out in like
Yes.
2 weeks. So congrats, we're all on it. What's up? We're on the show at 9 a.m. on
TBS
TBS called Inside Korea.
So I'm gonna be on there too.
Oh, you're on the one before that, right? No, he's on at 7 with Alex Jensen,
Right, but
So-
that's Mondays.
and that's on Mondays. Dang it, we almost okay.
Same station.
The three
Same
of us
station,
are cool,
Okay.
and you got your
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
In my segment's
classes
cool.
to feel better.
Oh, man. All right. Today, I didn't tell them what we're going to talk about because I literally decided to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about the media industry in Korea. And we don't really have a direction yet, but you probably saw what we will talk about in the title because we'll have come to a conclusion by the end of this talk.
I like the way. you
Hopefully.
think.
Hopefully.
'Cause
Otherwise,
right now I'm in trouble.
all right. So what is the media that you currently do in Korea from right to left? Your guys is left to right, I think.
So which media I do?
Yeah.
Like I do mainly YouTube. I do TikTok, and from next week, radio again.
You've been on my show before too. You
Yes,
were on
that's
the
true.
radio show. You've been on this show as well, the original
That's
9 o'clock
true.
show that used to be on it. I work in radio. I have done TV. I don't have TV right now. I produce content for English companies and YouTube.
Yeah, I do radio with him.
Look at, this is that voice, right?
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
a voice actor as well, so that helps out. But as far as YouTube is concerned, I'm the guy that
Just shows
if-
up.
Yeah, you probably have seen me in somebody else's. One of these guys, not you yet.
Not yet.
dude.
but
What's
we're,
up
we're
with
gonna
that,
work
man?
on it. We're gonna
All
work
right,
on it. Actually,
okay, all right.
let's talk. Let's talk.
All right, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I kind of just pop up.
Yeah.
You'll see me in somebody else's channel. Just I'm that person.
Yeah.
And I don't have my own channel, and he yells at me all the time. But yeah,
Because I can't link anything at the bottom. I can link just your Instagram.
that's
Makuyaah.
fine. That's fine. That's okay.
Makuyaah.
That's enough.
And superstar Skycedi over there with the glasses on. What do you do in media, sir?
I do everything.
Ah.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I think these right here, right? Yeah, so of course I do YouTube. And I just recently started creating content for corporates. And what else do I do? Also radio.
Yeah.
I think
Music
that is
videos?
it. Oh, yeah, I'm doing my first music video right now. So as far as producing it, editing it, getting it out.
Did you film that?
I did.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and I also do a little music production, but I guess that's kind of me, but that's not what we're talking about. But I just wanted to throw it out there. So, SoundCloud.com/Skycedi.
Yeah. So one of the things that happens in media, and I've decided this is where we're going with it because that just reminded me of.
It's like, all right, that's enough of that. Yeah.
I'll link it. It's down there.
It's all old stuff.
All right. So that actually reminds me of a lot, and I think a lot of us we can relate to it because we all work pretty hard at a lot of jobs trying to bring in money. Some of it's not the glamour of just being on a YouTube channel where all that money comes in. How much did I pay you guys for this video?
In
Nothing.
coffee. You paid me in coffee.
No, but then you ended
No,
up buying
I
it.
ended up buying
Then you
it.
ended up buying it.
So today's payment
What,
is
friendship? What is that? Loyalty?
But here's something that I've had a problem with recently, is that I'm struggling between making money and doing my jobs and building up my own talents. So I'm working a little bit too much right now, and my Korean level is dropping. My health is dropping. Like, I'm kind of getting out of shape a little bit. And I'm not really, like, this. The fact that this YouTube channel has 3 videos a week is amazing.
because you're not editing.
Yeah, I mean, that's why. But I changed the color.
He figured out the secret formula.
It is, but it's amazing. Like I don't really have time to improve things that will make me a better YouTuber, that will make me a better person for Korean media, that will make me better in this field. And I wondered who else is struggling with that right now.
Same here. Also,
Like,
too much catched up in work.
yeah,
So my Korean, not existing. Workout, not existing.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like spending more time, quality time with my wife, not existing.
Yeah, it's a weird kind of ratio for me because I do a lot less media than these 3 here. But I do radio and voice acting. And I'm an English teacher. I do a lot of teaching. And the amount of radio work that I do versus what I get paid, I'm kind of in this mentality like I'm doing this teaching, doing this stuff so I can kind of really do this other media stuff because I'm not getting paid for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Those hours that I'm putting in.
Especially when you guys are outside traveling.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, we're not getting paid for that, so it is tough to figure out those ratios. I will say, because this came to my mind because I watched this YouTube video today. It was about it still is pretty amazing that your jobs, my job included, we're still doing stuff that we love. Our jobs is our passion, which a lot of people can't really say, at least not yet.
right.
And they say people who have their jobs as a passion, if you could put a number to it, generally, if we're saying actual work, are working 3 times as
Right.
much. I mean, just think about the amount of work, just the amount of time you're putting in.
It's a lot. Let me build on that with Cedric here, because what sprung the idea was your mention of music. Because you and I both like making music. You've done it more, but like it's something that has just been really put on the back burner for me. And you are doing work in a field related to your passion, but not everything you do is like your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Like you have a variety of things. You make videos for people. You are on radio. And you are just making money in a couple of different ways, but you're not making music. I know you like making music.
Right. That is my first love, if I could put it that way. And that's actually one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to come to Korea.
Yeah.
Especially years ago when I first started thinking about moving here. But I haven't created anything new. I've actually began to build up my studio again, but again, it's the time, and. Yeah, I could spend time creating music, which takes a lot of time, and I don't need that learning curve because I've spent years investing in my craft. But It's just I know the amount of time that it takes to create something, and if I spend time doing that, then something else is definitely going to suffer.
Yeah.
And those things that suffer, I can't afford for that area to suffer.
That's
just
very
right now.
true.
You
That's
know what I
very
mean?
true.
So there's this balance between, we always hear work-life balance, but there's also this, in our case, if we're doing what we love, there's this like work and passion balance where we're doing things related to our field that we need to do to continue making money. It does hone our craft, but it doesn't exactly give us the end goal necessarily. You know, if you're working for Steven Spielberg and your end goal is to be a director, that makes sense. You are right on the path you want to go to. But if, let's say in our case, like I wanted to make music and I am making English content for a media company, like they're doing like you know, books, textbooks for kids, that's not related. You know, I'm on TV, I'm on the screen, but I'm not practicing my Korean. I'm not getting in shape. I'm not working on music. I'm not working on the YouTube channel when that happens. So it's a job related to my passion. But we can now say it kind of is holding me back. So how do we what is the money formula? Like, do you just cut back on work and keep making enough money to survive? Or do you save a lot of money, work hard, and then quit everything and go all in?
Right. I think there's no right or wrong answer. It depends on the person. But what I would suggest, and I think this is the route that if you're really serious about your passions, that I would suggest you take is make enough to survive. And yes, ideally you want to have a little cushion, you know, for those down months. But do that and then go all in on your passion. Right. And
so build the cushion and then have that minimum income you need to survive.
Yeah. You know, just as long as you know that you're going to be fine month to month at least.
Right.
Now, that's not the ideal way to live, but if you want to build your passion into something that's sustainable and that's bringing in money and it eventually will bring in a lot of money, you have to build that and spend time doing that. So I think you just need to go hard, which is essentially what I'm doing. You know, and so I decided to do that.
Which phase are you on right now?
What do you mean?
Wait, so you're going hard. You have now thrown everything into your passion, or you're still kind of saving money?
So I'm right now. I've gotten to a place where I know I can survive here with my bills, and you know, some of you guys know my monthly bills. But so I'm like, okay, I'm good if you know I continue to do what I'm doing as far as the jobs and the gigs that I have going on, and I can have a little bit of cushion. But now it's like, okay, the stuff that I'm not necessarily getting paid on, but they are my passion, I could start to focus on it. Now, again, the kicker is the time, right?
Yeah.
So once I could manage my schedule a little better, then I think I can focus more on the passions, whether they pay me now or not.
We lost the light. We gotta keep going.
Oh no! Oh, burnout.
Oh no!
Battery's off.
There was a green light, wasn't it? We still.
It was.
Just. It's fine.
It's good enough. Mika, while this happens, and I do a mid-stream change.
Don't knock anything over.
Yeah, that's the thing. Mika, what is your passion? This is gonna just be so distracting for everyone out there.
My passion?
What is like if you were to say I don't need to work anymore? What do you do for work? Like for your fun?
Exactly what I do. I guess I'm blessed.
Really?
I really don't
that's
know.
Awesome.
I don't know what to change. You know, it's like for me, like basically
This is the
my
magic, by the way. This is what happens.
my how do you call this, like day-to-day job? No, it's like feeding job. How do you call this?
The
Like
job that pays the
yeah,
bills.
exactly. My job that pays the bills is exactly what I want to do.
I'm gonna go
So
get
even
it.
if I make $1 million, I would still do the same.
Right.
For me, doing YouTube, doing this whole media thing, is like it's a fun hobby,
Yeah.
and I hope one day it will also become big enough so it can also pay the bills. And I think like eventually it will, because like I'm not stressed. I can wait 4 or 5 years, 10. I don't care.
Right.
Is that correct, wife? You can wait 4 or 5 years with this current
Young.
financial.
Y'all never seen a mid-stream shift like this, have you? Look at this. It's really uncut.
He can do this for 5 to 10 years. How about the?
What was wifey saying? Can I do this for next 5, 10 years?
Why not always support you, whatever you do?
See? See, I have already the perfect package.
Jumping back in, guys.
Careful.
And if
But
you-
just coming back, like just to an add-on, like I totally agree, like about the cushion thing,
Yeah.
and I think like I wouldn't do things like being half pregnant. Like you save money, then you're in the saving money mode, And then I would say, like, if this is your passion, I would really also go all in, free dive.
Yeah.
And just hope the parachute opens.
Right.
This is because, like, I love to say, like, diamonds are made under pressure. So if you take this, the jump, right? You dive into the deep, into the black hole. Then this is the moment where you can shine, where you can spread your wings and then fly,
Right.
or you splash on the floor. But either way, you find out.
It's not splash, it's splat.
Splat.
I guess it gets kind of like a.
But I would try.
Splash.
You know, it's like the problem I see. Like most people do it halfway.
Yeah.
You called me out on that before,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's terrifying sometimes. Really taking that big step into that big leap, especially if you are here in this country or you have a nice stable job in something that you don't want to do. It's really tough to kind of drop that and to really go all in. It's a really big thing to ask yourself. Are you able to do it? Now we were talking about also just doing unrelated jobs and like maybe doing things that don't really go towards your end game or your end goal. But you know, in some ways, I still feel there could be some relation there as far as working in any form of media. Maybe you're not working on music videos, but you're still doing sound editing. You're still doing, so it's still kind of like you're using those like,
Right.
you know what I mean? You're using those neurons in the same kind of like stuff. So when you do those big passion projects, you actually are more developed than you were if you weren't doing something in that field. It's kind of like you hear this term a lot, just the grind. You have to go through the grind. Grind is also, the way I see it, it's actually like a video game term for you gamers out there. Grinding is where you have your character, and to level up, to get more XP, you don't fight like these awesome monsters all the time. Sometimes you're just fighting these low level, and you're just putting hours in and hours in. But overall, you are collecting that XP, that experience. So even doing any form of work, any form of job, even in the media stuff, it's still media. You're still grinding. You're still getting that XP. And who knows, too? Something could come out of that. And something completely out of left field could hit you that you had no idea, and you could maybe even marry those two together.
That's true. You got to try different things just to see what you might fall into or you might fit into. Because radio was not necessarily on my radar when I went to grad school, and it just popped up, and I love it. It's a lot of fun. So that's true. You know, and that was a related field because I talk about, you know, stuff related to Korea, and I was studying that actually. So I get that. Let's go ahead and wrap up on this note then. If you, in 5 or 10 years, had what you wanted, you put in your grind, and you're at a place or at a moment, where are you? What are you doing? And you can't say Bitcoin is $1 million, so we're all rich and all that stuff.
I have none.
I'm talking about like if you put in the effort and your passion. Where are you? What? How do you know you made it? Not saying there's an end goal, but like for example, one day, like I'm not a singer, but I want to one day do a music performance on a stage, like it could be like a comedy, like LMFAO style or something. It could just be a parody video. I think being on stage at a comedy festival and singing or something like that would be heart pound. I love being in front of thousands of people. Like I get scared, but it just goes into energy. So like that to me, doing some kind of performance in front of thousands of people would be awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't talk about it much. That should be a different topic one day.
Cat's out of the bag now, yeah.
So yeah.
Now announcement. Now we can watch back 5 years later.
But for 10 years, I'm in like my 40s. It's gonna be like, what's this old guy on stage doing? All right. Anyone else have anything they want to throw in that? Like, where are you gonna be? Go big. Go for something unrealistic. Because if you go for something realistic, you know, and you don't hit it, it's embarrassing. If you go for something unrealistic and you don't hit it, it's obvious. Of course, it was unrealistic. Go unrealistic. You too, out there in the comments. What do you want to be doing in 10 years? Like, what's that unrealistic goal you want? If you fail at an unrealistic goal, people are cool with that as long as you succeed somewhere. If you fail at a realistic
That's putting a lot of pressure on our viewers. Like, if you
No.
fail at something realistic,
no,
that's
wait,
terrible.
before I go on,
I say it differently. Like, you shoot for the moon and you land on the stars.
yeah. Like, there was the Jim Carrey story.
But the stars,
No, but
Are
you still
much
land on the stars.
So point forget that.
You gotta check the astrology. right there,
Forget the
right?
semantics. The point is you're in space.
that's cute.
The point is
but,
you're in
You
space.
made it. You
So-
didn't make it to the moon.
Jim Carrey has a story where he let's try to be positive. Jim Carrey has a story where he talks about his dad, okay? And his dad
Sweaty.
gave up his dream of being an entertainer because he needed to have a safe job and provide for his family. And then his dad ended up getting fired anyway.
Right.
And like sometimes when you shoot for average, you're not guaranteed success if you shoot for average anyway. So you shoot for a little higher. It could be anything, by the way, not entertainment. It could be best teacher in the world, best business person, best whatever. But like, what is it in 5 or 10 years? That just give me a moment. Like, I'm on stage. Where are you at?
I think for me, this could be in the next couple years. I would love to, I don't know, it's kind of in the realm of reality versus not, but it's, well, let me get out. It's either becoming like a radio host or MC. Yeah.
Soul Brothers, TBS,
or
9 a.m.
podcast
Fridays.
or in some form like that, because it'd be doing something that I would absolutely love. I feel like it could give me some time to really develop and work on other skills. And also, I don't know. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but it would be nice to also have a family. I think 5-10
Yeah.
years, and really, I work with children, and I'm becoming very close with them, and just like to have something that you just love, like unconditionally, and you just work for. It's just different,
Yeah.
you know. And you could do the, Jim Carrey's father route, where you drop all that stuff. It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad by I forget his name.
Kiyosaki.
Yes, Kiyosaki. Poor Dad says, I'm doing this regular job because I have kids. Or the Rich Dad says, I'm achieving as much as I can because I have kids. You know what I mean? So I feel like that could give me also another boost too.
I love the idea of radio too. I hope I can join you there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure. I hope, absolutely. I just hope it gets bigger and bigger, radio.
If our producers are watching,
Hey.
love you.
Love you.
Cedi?
Let me try to make this quick. I see a lot of different things, but overall, I just want to have pretty much total control of my life and what I do. And I say that meaning creatively in video and content production. I mean, not just YouTube, but I want to get into making bigger projects that are meaningful, that tell stories, that impacts people's lives. And I do want to make money from it, but mostly I do want to impact people's lives. And also, I would like to be doing music again, for sure.
Right.
Producing, not so much being on the stage as the artist, the main artist. That ship has sailed for me. That's not what I want. But I want to do that, and also photography. I've actually gotten into really loving photography.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Star artist over
We need to be more open and learn about each other some more.
The
I thought we
thing
were friends.
is, like, I'm learning a lot about myself. This is self-awareness thing that I'm going through in the past few months of me doing things and just seeing what I love. And so ultimately, what all of that has in common is the fact that I like to create and capture moments. Music, when you create music, you're capturing a sound for that moment. Videos and telling stories, you're capturing that story. And photography, the same thing. You're capturing a moment. And so I've learned that that's what I love to do, and that's what I want to do. And if I could figure out a way to impact people's lives and also make a living and control my own destiny, so to speak. So, for example, I can just be anywhere in the world making content and working. And, I always tell people Korea will probably be my home base. Definitely not the States, I don't think. But I want the freedom and flexibility to be anywhere, essentially.
That was a good answer. It's your turn,
Yeah.
bud. Try and top that.
I can't.
Okay.
For me, no, I guess perhaps I'm most humble somehow because I think I reached, in my opinion, already a lot, and I'm grateful for what I already reached. Of course, you can put another zero behind it, right, or 2 zeros, right? But just keep doing what I do, having fun, This is like I'm already doing it today, so it's like I just want to keep doing it.
That's awesome.
And
That's a good place to
That's
be,
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, this is. I try to remind myself because like you get catched up that you are, how you say, unhappy, right? Like for example, oh, my YouTube channel doesn't just have this much. I said so many subscribers and stuff like this, but I'm technically doing what I want, right? Numbers at the end doesn't matter so much.
Doesn't mean you don't have to subscribe. By the way,
Yeah,
down
you
there,
should.
there's a button over there.
Yeah, so I just hope like for us as a friends that we all get successful, that we can look back 10 years and say
We're
like,
just gonna grow old and just like
you know, and looking
Yeah,
back
just
at
like-
that moments here, right?
Yeah.
Saying, you know, sitting together in 10 years and saying, do you remember these times in this basement, in this studio?
Yes.
like twirling our like super expensive champagne, just like
This,
whoa.
I would enjoy this the most. If we could, like, everybody made it,
Yeah.
and we can just look back at that time.
There must be no cooler feeling than making it with your crew, whether you're like the Adam Sandler team or like whoever you're like rising with. That must be cool. I would give up like my biggest dreams to rise with the crew. That'd be cool.
I guess that's a new question to ask for a future video, just because of time. But
Yeah.
What
just
is
to
the
know,
time?
just to know when you made it, or how to know that you made it, right? Because I feel like a lot of us, with our mindset, the fact that we're trying to evolve and develop ourselves. How do you know enough is enough, or if it's good enough, or that you absolutely made it?
I guess it's never ending. I guess there was a Limp Bizkit line, life is a lesson, you learn it when you're through. I guess when life is over, you learn.
That's a very good line.
Limp
from a-
Biscuit. Wow, haven't heard that in a while, huh? Whoa.
For the old ones.
Dang.
All right, Fred Durst, to
Yeah.
you, buddy. Thanks, man.
Yeah, wow.
We are 26 minutes, just a friendly reminder.
So we don't need to continue on talking about Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit.
Aw.
If you're watching, though, please leave a comment below and say hello to us.
It was a good
To
talk.
Fred Durst.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good for off the cuff and not planning out.
This is our thing, man. It's Alex
how we do it.
Uncut, and y'all part of it. Let's go ahead and do the. Y'all know what to do, right? Feed the
Is it
narcissism.
left over right or left over
I don't actually know yet, but it's feed the narcissism. Go ahead and click that like button. Give us a subscribe if you like what we had to say. If you didn't, you don't have to. It's cool. But if you did,
And if you have any questions, keep asking.
ask away. Comment. Tell us why we're right. Tell us why we're wrong. And make sure to hit that bell because that way you'll know when we're coming on. But of course, you could just remember to come in every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday here on my channel. Thank you all for stopping by. We love you and goodbye. See you next time.
Goodbye, haseyo!
Nice. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.